Welcome, friends, to The Confused Breakfast, the podcast where we hit pause on the chaos of today and rewind to a simpler time when it wasn't about convenience. It was about the experience. Remember the magic of a Friday night trip to the video rental store? Wandering the aisles, making the big decision of what movie was coming home with you. We're part of the last generation that knows the joy of the search, the snap of the plastic clamshell, and we're here to revisit the movies that shaped us and defined our childhoods. My name is Mike Schulte. Joining me, as always, two dudes who like butter in their ass and lollipops in their mouth. Sean Pryor and AJ Benz. How the heck are you?
Well, that's just me. That's just who I am.
Who doesn't? I mean, come on. Let's have a real conversation here, guys. Who doesn't?
Who doesn't? Okay?
All right.
It's pretty nice. It sounds good.
Yeah. Sometimes the butter, it's
Depends on
it's
the-
irritation.
Yeah.
Okay. There's just some irritation that happens down there, and butter, non-salted.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
A lot of people are
really
saying good
helps.
things about like just real butter.
Real butter.
Like, it's actually not that bad for you.
Yeah.
There's a reason it's like I can't believe
It's
not.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
You don't want that though. Yeah.
it's
You
not
want
margarine.
Yeah. You want real butter, organic,
Yep.
unsalted, and you apply that. It's a hell of a salve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the lollipops.
And then the lollipops, just when you've been a good boy.
Yeah. The caramel apple.
You had a good appointment.
Well, boys, on today's episode, we discuss the movie that put PTA on the map. It was nominated for 3 Oscars and created the greatest and most legendary porn character of all time. Burt Reynolds regretted making it, so that's super funny to me. Sean's favorite movie of all time.
Basically.
I'm calling a 10 already. We're, of course, talking about 1997's Boogie Nights, yeah.
Boogie Nights.
Well, dang it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for another nostalgic journey to the past with The Confused Breakfast. Sit back, relax, and enjoy wherever you are in the world. Take it away, boys.
It's podcast time. That means we're crushing beers, and the only beers we crush are from Big Grove Brewery. They are our friends. They are sponsoring this episode. Obviously, Sean, you picked Easy Eddie for this one. Any reason?
Oh, just because before our titular character becomes who he really is, his name is Eddie, of course.
So just like Eddie's anatomy, I don't know where I was going with that.
Yeah.
But this is a great beer.
It's really good.
Yeah, you should check it out.
Yeah.
You should check out Big Grove Brewery.
Big.
It's a
Grove.
big taste. It's a big
Brewery.
taste. Yeah, Big Grove.
And
Yeah.
the sequel should be, and you can have this Big Grove. It should be, what did we say? It should be Sleazy Diggler.
Sleazy Diggler.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Specialty release.
There we go. I
Yeah,
like
for the
that.
30 year coming up here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, if you are new to the podcast, welcome. We're going to be reviewing Boogie Nights scene by scene with a modern eye, but we believe that we must talk about it with pure nostalgia to start this off. Sean, first time you saw this movie, what was your nostalgic thoughts of it?
My stepmom was showing me movies that were cool. She got me into a lot of the cinema I'm in. She showed me Pulp Fiction back in the day. She showed me Reservoir Dogs. And then she showed me this movie, and I definitely wasn't old enough to see it, but totally cool. She always quoted this movie, actually, and we always, like, when we used to hang out in our garage, play ping pong and play darts, they would play, my dad and her would play the soundtrack over and over again, and there would be snippets from the movie and the soundtrack, and that would always get my brain going. I'm like, what the hell is this movie? And I'm like, is that a real song? And she's like, yeah, Mark Wahlberg singing that. First time I saw it, I knew I liked it. I didn't know I was going to love it. But, yeah, I'd have to say, oh, that's a movie, 7.2.
7.2. AJ, what about you? It rhymes again.
I always try and do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Appreciate that. Here's the thing about the old Boogie Nights, guys. I believe I actually saw this the first time under the recommendation of Sean.
Yeah, I was going to say, I wouldn't think that your guys' friendship is to the level it currently is without you having seen this movie.
Yeah. Like, it was a requirement that, he had to at least appreciate Breakfast Club, and I had to, get on board with Boogie Nights, Yeah, it makes you a little uncomfortable
Get on the
at first,
boogie board?
but, you got to, just get on there and take it, But, yeah, no, I think I watched it. It was longer than I thought, actually. Probably somewhere around 8 years ago. 8-9 years ago.
Was it a movie night?
It was either a movie night or you let me borrow it or something like that.
I remember you saying like once we left, because we did do it for movie night. I remember you saying once we left, Alicia and I just jammed out to the soundtrack. I'm like, fuck.
There you go. Yeah, and yeah, it's because it's so damn good. But yeah, watching it and being able to like watch it during that time it's such a fun like collective movie.
Yeah.
So I had a great time watching it. It's not necessarily always like it's like not my type of entertainment to like be entertained. But at the same time, I would say I would give it an 8.2.
8.2 for AJ's nostalgia. So this is one
Mike,
of those.
what about you?
This is one of those movies where it falls into when it came out. I was 15 years old, so I couldn't see it when it came out. So then it fell through the cracks,
Yeah.
and then it became this thing where, like, the idea of this movie became such a thing that I didn't necessarily. I just knew it was Mark Wahlberg pretending to be a porn star named Dirk Diggler. Like I was like, that sounds dumb. The sound of it is dumb.
Yeah.
And I just never ever gave this movie a shot. This was the first time I've ever seen Boogie Nights. The first time. So I
Very
can
cool.
finally join the fun Sean friend group.
Here's the shocker for you guys, Mike. If you try to describe any Paul Thomas Anderson movie, you'd be like, that sounds pretty fucking dumb.
Kind of like when I went and saw One Battle After Another, and I was like, Molly, I had so much fun. And she's like, what's it about? I'm like, I'm going to show you the trailer. And she watched the trailer. She's like, what the
But what's it all about?
what the fuck is that? I'm like, actually, this is the worst trailer I've ever seen. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, dude! Oh my God! You gotta see. You gotta see. There Will Be Blood. What's it about? It's about this guy. They're looking for oil and stuff, and he's like, he's kind of an angry guy.
Yeah, and then
He likes milkshakes.
Yeah,
and he's like, he has to get a bowling alley. Yeah, just watch it.
What the fuck? Yeah, that's most of
What's
it.
the master about? Scientology. Ugh.
Ew.
God, that's the.
All right.
Oh.
Well, boys, we got Mike G in the house. Michael Guiliano, this is actually his final review. He's stepped away from the executive producer group just a little bit. We'll introduce a new guy that has taken the place. But Mike G, thank you for your service.
Thanks, man. Yeah. Loved hearing from you.
He's still going to be hanging around. He's just off of the executive producer tier. This is his final one. He says, another NA for me on this one. I've obviously heard about it, and I've heard the hype surrounding it for pretty much just as long, but it just never made its way into my lineup. I obviously wasn't going to see it when it first came out. I was 7, and even my mom wouldn't show me this kind of movie probably, and it just kind of got lost in the jumble after that. Glad to finally have a reason to watch it. You guys as a group are a 7.7. If you're going to look at that in the grand scheme of all the movies we've done, a 7.7 is going to take it. Right about middle of the road there, it's going to be tied with Saving Private Ryan. Saving Ryan's Privates.
All right.
Yeah, you see where we're
Yeah,
going?
that should be
nice.
That's pretty cool.
All right. Yeah.
Well, now we're going to move on. We're going to talk about this with a modern day eye. We're going to pick this movie apart. We're going to start with Sean. We got to get all the important details. What do you got, man?
Produced by Paul Thomas Anderson, Joanne Seller, and John Lyons. Music by Michael Penn. He is the brother of Chris and Sean Penn.
Oh.
He also did Hard 8. Sunshine Cleaning is an underrated movie, I think. Skate Land, Girls, and what our show should be called, Masters of Sex.
Nice.
Edited by Dylan Tishner. He also edited Magnolia Unbreakable, The Royal Tenenbaums, Mike. Assassination of Jesse James by the Coward Robert Ford.
Yeah.
Sean.
Yeah.
There Will Be Blood. The Town. AJ.
Oh, yeah.
Zero Dark 30. No. Zero Dark 30.
I like The Town more than
Yeah,
AJ.
dude. I don't think you do.
No,
bro.
I do.
Oh, I'm Mike of Boston.
I've never said that.
And Phantom Thread. He also did Phantom Thread.
Irish.
I could rob banks.
So we all watched The Town and we're like, we could all do
Dude,
this.
I can fucking do that.
All I want next year for Halloween, this is my mental runner. Can we be the nun costumes? No, not even the nun one, the scary ones, the skull
Yeah,
ones.
I have that mask, actually. Yeah.
You've been holding out on this whole
It
time?
might not look good, all of us walking into this building at the same time with those
No,
costumes
they'd be
on.
like, "What's up, guys? Doing a podcast? You doing The Town today?"
In the elevator with M4s.
Yeah, just
silent.
Get back to it. This is gonna be a long one.
Cinematography by Robert Elswit. He also did Trick or Treat, not the Trick or Treat. Trick or Treat.
Trick
Tricker.
Treat.
Trick or
Return of the Living Dead Part 2, The Town, Nightcrawler, King Richard, and almost every other Paul Thomas Anderson movie. Written and directed by Paul Thomas Anderson. Come on, he's done Hard Eight, Magnolia, Punch Drunk Love, Inherent Vice, Licorice Pizza, One Battle After Another. Just name them. Cast: Mark Wahlberg, Burt Reynolds, Julianne Moore, John C. Reilly, Heather Graham, Don Cheadle, William H. Macy, Joanna Gleason, Robert Ridgely, Ricky Jay, Jack Wallace, Melina Walters, Michael Jace, Philip Baker Hall, Thomas Jane, Alfred Molina, and Pish, Philip Seymour Hoffman. After Paul Thomas Anderson's first film, Hard Eight, came out to some mild success and critic appreciation, Anderson came out not too happy. The studio had interfered heavily during production, and the filmmaker felt like the true vision wasn't there. So he swore his next film he wouldn't bend the knee to anybody. As early as Anderson was in high school, he had the idea for Boogie Nights when he made a short film called The Dirk Diggler Story, based on the story of John Holmes. PTA had some demands for the studio if they were to make his film, and those were it can be over 3 hours long, and it is to be released NC-17. This is obviously both music to a studio's ears because they just love this shit.
They're like, yeah, we love both those things. Here's $10 million.
Yeah, so they said you can choose one of those.
I'm actually surprised they even said that.
Absolutely, yeah. He chose for it to be rated R, so he rewrote some stuff for it to not be as gratuitous, However, the filmmaker, the final film did come out to be under 3 hours long, 20 minutes shorter.
Thank you.
It was released, it was recently revealed that Anderson wanted Leonardo DiCaprio in the role of Dirk Diggler after seeing him in the film Basketball Diaries. But Leo was committed to a different tiny movie, just a little tiny movie, that being Titanic. Yeah.
But he did regret not taking the role.
Leo has later come out and said he wished he would have done both films, as turning down Dirk Diggler was one of the regrets of his career.
Wow.
But he rectified that in one battle after another. And that's what I wrote next. Leo also recommended his Basketball Diaries co-star Mark Wahlberg, so that's how he was cast. Bill Murray, Harvey Keitel, Warren Beatty, Sidney Pollack, and Albert Brooks were all considered for Jack Horner, but Burt Reynolds got the part. It is said that Burt and Paul did not get along very well on set, together even allegedly having a shoving match. Anderson said there were good days and bad days, but there were more good days. More than bad. Chalks attention up. Sorry.
There was good, there was bad, more bad than good, but sometimes there was more good than bad, and it was bad good.
He's very indifferent about everything.
It's basically what you just said was the equivalent of a no.
He chalks attention up to Anderson being 26 when he made Boogie Nights and barking orders at everyone, including crew and cast, and that might have gotten under the skin of the seasoned filmmaker that Burt Reynolds is.
Yeah.
A little bit of an ego there, maybe.
A little bit. Come on, dude.
Rightly so. Anderson wore his influences on his sleeve during the filming of Boogie Nights, with his love of an ensemble cast and longer takes with overlapping dialogue. See Robert Altman, the player, which we've covered. His love of and use of frenetic camera movements and anamorphic lenses. See Martin Scorsese's other movies, specifically Goodfellas. Boogie Nights was released on October 10th, 1997, and on a budget of $15 million, the film made $43.1 million at the box office. It was nominated for Best Supporting Actor and Actress in Burt Reynolds and Julianne Moore, Best Original Screenplay at the Academy Awards, and won Best Supporting Actor for Burt Reynolds at the Golden Globes that year. The film has gone on to be a favorite for PTA lovers and a classic of 90s cinema.
Well, thanks, Sean. Now we got to go to AJ. We want to learn what the critics and fans had to say about this movie. What do you got, Mom?
Let me just check on something. This is a giant tomato meter.
Gross.
That was the best one yet.
Thanks, man. 91% certified fresh.
Friends, of all the movies we've done, 51 movies rank higher than this, believe it or not, with a 91.
Wow.
But it is tied with The Departed and Stand By Me, per the critics.
Okay.
Well, yeah. 89% from the popcorn meter. So audiences are a little bit, they're pretty darn close there. But this is a 7.9 on IMDb.
Tied with True Romance, Shaun of the Dead, and Blues Brothers. That is a high ranking.
Those are all decent.
How about this? We'll just say James Bernard, the New York Daily News. Writer-director Paul Thomas Anderson has perfectly wedded form to function by filming Boogie Nights in a style suggesting the grainy texture of porn and the ambivalence of the era. That was 100 out of 100.
Dang.
Sarah Kerr at Slate. Anderson is young enough to be post-hip and post-ironic, if such terms are even possible. Let's see. Jonathan Rosenbaum over at the Chicago Reader gave it an 80 out of 100. Notwithstanding its occasional grotesque nods to postmodernist convention, this is highly entertaining Hollywood filmmaking, full of spark and vigor. We're going to move it right along, guys. I found some fun stuff on Letterboxd, and then we'll get ready for the most important people here. We got 4.5 stars. Dude who loves country music and is indecisive and insecure with his dress sense, plus girl who never takes off her roller skates, even during sex, plus guy who's depressed because his wife keeps sleeping with other guys right in front of him, equals the holy trinity of side characters.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Fair enough.
Okay.
5 stars. The cocaine acting is way too good and accurate for it to be acting. I know they're really doing real coke in this.
Wow.
Let's see. Then 5 stars. What is Boogie Nights? It is a sprawling, operatic, and messy monster of a film. Or is it? Is it a masterful triumph of style? Is it perfect and mesmerizing concoction of colors, feelings, and grooving vibes? Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Just 4 stars. That's a big, very large, huge, enormous, massive, immense, colossal, giant, ginormous, astronomical, gigantic, monstrous penis.
4 stars.
4 stars.
4 stars.
That was Logan.
I'm not into that.
Well, I know. Are you sure, Mike?
Yeah.
Come on, man. Just enjoy
You're
it.
the Boston boy.
Yeah, dude. Boston,
Yeah,
right?
Small weenies over there.
Yeah, south side.
Yeah, dude.
That's Mike says all the time. Southie. Right, Mike? Okay. Guys, Little Lebowski Urban Achievers. We got some folks jumping on in. Let's go through it. Gleamer 926. Boogie Nights is an impressive deep dive into the struggles and triumphs of a group of insecure individuals bound together by the booming porn industry of the 1970s. PTA took on a risky subject matter early in his career and absolutely delivered, showcasing his raw talent as both a writer and a filmmaker. The characters are brilliantly written and introduced in a way that pulls you right into their chaotic lives, making you feel for their insecurities, ambitions, and flaws. Mix of drama, humor, and intensity, all anchored by a stellar ensemble cast, make this movie endlessly engaging from start to finish. It's one of those films that grows on me more and more every time I revisit it. My personal favorite performance is John C. Reilly as Reed Rothschild. The dude steals every scene he's in. His mannerisms still crack me up no matter how many times I watch, and I can't help but admire his confidence, many talents, and goofball charm. Honorable mention goes to Alfred Molina for his iconic scene, completely unhinged, unpredictable, and unforgettable. Nostalgic 6.8, modern day 8.5.
Hell yeah.
And then we got LU638 Welder. What up, friendo? Appreciate you jumping in. This movie is a nostalgic nightmare. In 1997, I was a sophomore in high school. I went to see this movie with a girl. Imagine sitting next to the girl you have a crush on, and then Marky Mark starts banging Amber Waves in his first porn scene. The camera pans across the faces of the crew as they watch. The look on my date's face was no less than disgusted. I'm mortified.
Oh, disgusted. Okay.
Just when you think it can't get any more awkward, now Brock Landers is jerking off in front of a dude in a pickup. Roller Girl is basically being essayed by a crying college dude, and War Machine just witnessed a double murder and steals the till from a Dunkin' Donuts. let's just say the Applebee's dinner after this movie was one of the worst experiences.
Oh, they went after the movie.
Yeah, you do dinner and a movie.
Yeah,
Fred.
dude, there's
I
a
go dinner
reason.
first, man.
All right, they call it dinner and a movie. That way you can get that stuff out of the way, and you don't have to talk about the movie afterwards, right? Applebee's dinner after this movie was one of the worst experiences of my teenage life. Honestly, though, in rewatches of this movie, what a friggin' masterclass in storytelling. The scene with Alfred Molina was unreal. The cast is ridiculous. Philip Seymour Hoffman constantly pulling his shirt down over his gut kills me every time. John C. Reilly steals every scene he is in. His rapport with Mark Wahlberg makes me think of the movie with Will Ferrell, The Other Guys. We'll talk about it.
Totally.
Burt Reynolds was the only person who could play the role of Jack Horner. The way he can become the father of all these people, the father all these people need, while also organizing the chaos of the 80s drug and porn lifestyle is incredible. Nostalgic, 4.3. Understood. Modern day, 8.4.
Right on.
Yeah.
Well, listen, before we get started with the scene-by-scene breakdown, I got something I got to get off my chest. It's just podcast history repeating itself all over again. To all the critics out there, you know, I know they're going to be rude reading this, and I know they're going to try to knock me. I just want them to know, is it okay if I say this into the camera, Sean?
Yeah.
All right. I am only who I am because I was born that way. I have a gift, and I'm trying not to be selfish about it, but use it, okay? And if you want to knock me for that, it's your problem, okay? Jealousy will get you nowhere.
Okay.
So I'm going to keep rock and rolling.
So I'm going to keep rock and rolling. Here we go. In 1977, teenager Eddie Adams works nights at a Reseda nightclub and catches the attention of porn director Jack Horner. Jack senses Eddie's star potential and auditions him with Roller Girl. After an argument with his mother, Eddie storms out and joins Jack's world, soon attending a wild house party where he meets recurring industry figures like Buck Swope and Reed Rothschild.
Fucking iconic opening to the movie. God damn it. Fucking so sick. Pure cinema. Great song. Holy shit.
Nearly 3 minutes of maybe one of my favorite wonders I've ever seen.
Yeah. Obviously inspired by the Cabana. Yeah.
And
Copacabana.
if not, maybe better?
Yeah. He tried to beat the record too. It was a little shorter than that one.
For the length of it?
Yeah.
Well, if you think about first, I'm gonna say a negative thing about it first,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna tell you all the great things about it. I don't understand why they had to start off with it's a song called "With God on Our Side" by William and Niall. That like a minute long of like just shows like New Line Cinema, and then it goes to black and
screen.
stays there forever. Why can't we just start off with the incredible song? Like, why can't we just start with that? Best of my love.
I think it's just like because a lot of this movie is like is breaking down like especially Eddie's innocence, and I think this song is so innocent, and I think like this
Seems like a kid's song or something.
It seems like a kid song. It does happen throughout the movie as well. I think it kind of ends with it as well.
Really? Okay, maybe it does. Yeah.
I think it's very like kind of Saturday afternoon kind of cartoon family. It just reminds me of like Family, and it's just like nope, boom, cocaine, best of my love.
Yeah. I can see what
partying.
you're saying. I kind of just wish it had just been like, but it's fine. But what I do want to say is I do think this is one of the greatest wonders I've ever seen. And it's because so much is captured in it. It's almost like it's not doing it just to do it. It's like legitimately introducing us to everyone. And as a guy who's never seen this movie, never even seen really clips from this movie, watching this, realizing it's a oneer, and then the anticipation of like, when's it going to end?
Yeah.
And you see this list of characters that I didn't even know were in this movie. Burt Reynolds, Heather Graham, John C. Reilly, Luis Guzman, John Cheadle, Julianne Moore, Mark Wahlberg, William H. Macy. Holy shit, I'm in for a ride. Let's go. I cannot wait to watch this movie.
Totally.
Like this just, if you're not ready to watch this movie at this point, you might as well just not.
Yeah,
because
you
I don't
don't
know
like
what's wrong
joy.
with you.
You
You
just
don't
don't
like
like
it.
joy.
Yeah.
They slap you in the face with the vibes right away.
Just
You know, and I think that's part of the thing about what you were saying earlier, Mike, with like, why are they doing that with like this other song? I literally thought like it froze on me for a second.
Yeah, because it stayed black for about 10 seconds.
Yeah. And so It is. It's just kind of like a misleading thing, and then we're gonna like jump you right in. But that sweeping camera, it's like it looks like it's on a freaking carnival ride, man. The way that it's going up and down, like and sideways, and but it's a very fun walkthrough. It's just throwing you right into the vibes.
I forgot to list Luis Guzman as in the characters or whatever, but thank you for mentioning him because I think like literally there's no weak point in this movie.
There's no one that I'm like, maybe they could have put somebody different in that role. It's like whoever's in the roles in this movie are the people that I want in the roles.
He's the first one with speaking lines, and I think deservedly so. Like, there's not like a main character really in the movie. There's, as we find out, it's more about this hodgepodge family.
It's family. Vin Diesel.
Family. Yeah.
Family.
And like Heather
have
Graham,
any drug you want as long as it's cocaine.
Yeah, fuck it.
Let's go, man. Hey, Logan, turn the camera off real quick. Good. Oh, are you throwing it out there? Thanks. I thought we were doing cocaine.
Oh, you wanted to do some drugs?
Oh, no, yeah. Logan, turn the camera back on.
Yeah, we can.
I got a belt.
Yep. He's got to do cocaine off the belt.
Anyway, go ahead, John.
No,
I don't want to.
Well,
I have to reposition myself now. That's why we don't grab it.
That's why it doesn't happen near as often. No, it's the whole hodgepodge, like you're saying. But Luis Guzman direct and giving like kind of leading Burt Reynolds and everything through here. There's a point where you're like, Burt Reynolds or like this guy Jack Horner is like, okay, he's a sleaze guy. Then at the same time, you're like, I mean, who else could have pulled this off? Like being such a friendly guy in such a terrible industry.
It bums me out that he didn't like this.
Yeah,
he's come around on it.
Good, and I just hate that he's like, I didn't know what this was about.
What do you mean? On the page.
What do you mean you didn't know what this is about? And the fact that he was the only one that I think could have pulled this off. And he won a fucking award, or he's nominated, or he
won the Golden Globe. He's nominated for the Academy Award.
It's like, dude, you were in Playgirl. I'm pretty sure. Just like, just jump.
You're
take
right.
It easy.
You're so right.
You know?
It's that famous like he's on the fucking tiger rug or whatever.
Yeah. Like,
just fucking either then don't do the movie. But I'm glad you did because I think you're perfect in this.
I think he's the best performance in the movie. By far?
Wow.
I think this is his best performance ever. I think it's one of the best 90s performances of all time. It's he's so good because you're right. I think you were kind of alluding to it. Like he seems like this kind of sleazy guy maybe because he's a porn director and
he's scoping out 17-year-old boys.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of weird.
He's very he's all about filmmaking. Like he wants to make a movie that means something, as we find out later, And he's also very like there's his eyes are so kind.
Mm-hmm.
Like you fall in love with him immediately. Like whatever you might think about him, like if you're sexually attracted to him or like you think him as a father figure. I think all angles are possible with this character and performance.
She's he's perfectly balanced by Julianne Moore.
Totally.
Too. Like I mean, of like the perfect answer to like him being this father figure almost in this industry and for this group of people, and she certainly takes on this like almost maternal kind of role as well. And again, it's still though kind of fucking weird.
He zeroes in on Dirk.
To talk about it in that fashion of like this maternal and paternal like figures in this world, and you're just like, we're talking about porn, right, guys?
Right.
So that's weird.
It's so strange to me because first of all, Mark Wahlberg, I believe he's 17 years old here. The way he looks, the way they have him looking is pretty incredible. But why is it ever implied why he works at this club? Like he chose to work at this club, right? So does he want to get into porn?
He says it's because he likes Louis Guzman's character.
Oh, really? He
just likes him.
Okay, cool. Because it seems like he's clearly been doing some weird lewd stuff since being there.
It could probably access like different people like that too.
Okay, right.
I don't know if he's necessarily trying to break into the porn industry,
but he's just doing weird things to make money. Like
he wants to be a star. I think is like the whole idea. And like, where do you go when you want to be a star? Go to where you think the stars are going to be, or just be around that. That's true.
It's like you do that do that every night? He's like, yeah, sometimes. He's like, will you do it again? He's like, yeah, I mean, I'll do it for you if you got $10.
He's such a kid in this.
Yeah.
You know? I think there's such an underlying tone, though, to where almost everybody feels childlike in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Except for, I think, like, Jack
those
and
two,
Amber.
of course. I mean, you get, or some of the other guys like William H. Macy and all them. Obviously, they're the adults in the picture. But even like a guy like Buck, played by Don Cheadle, man, like it's so funny to me when they get to that high fidelity scene.
Oh my God, yeah.
And he's saying things like, "You see this? This is hi-fi, high fidelity. You know what that means? That means this is the highest quality fidelity."
Yeah.
He doesn't know what he's talking about. He even says, "Yeah, they got 3 or 4 quads per channel."
Well, it's really technical talk. You know.
It's because he's a kid. Like, he doesn't actually know what he's talking about here, but it's so charming. I love him so much in this movie.
Same.
And the underlying theme of like, there's the majority of the people in this movie are trying to be older than they are.
Yeah.
You know,
The person he's talking to played Dirk Diggler in the original short film that Paul Thomas
Really?
made.
Oh, really?
I love how they get from this club to like the individual like coming home scenes. Like William H. Macy comes home to his wife fucking somebody else.
This is the second best walking in on someone fucking scene ever. Do you know what the first one is?
Which one is it?
Lucky number 11. When Josh Hartnett walks in on his girlfriend and he opens the door and they go, and she goes, "It was an accident." He goes, "What? Like, you tripped and he fell?"
Yeah.
And then he just leaves. You know, like, I love when people walk in on that shit and there are different reactions.
That's my wife, asshole. And she's like, "Don't stop, big stud."
It's fucking ridiculous.
He's like, the guy's like, "Sorry."
Oh, sorry.
Can you close the door, please? Fuck. Yeah, we get the nice little introduction to everybody.
Yeah, and then like even speaking of more of like Mark Wahlberg or Eddie's kind of kid nature to him, his room is just a kid in the 70s. Bruce Lee, fucking chicks everywhere, cars and shit, you know, and practicing fucking karate moves in the mirror with his dick out, pretty much. You know, that's what I did.
But even Roller Girl, it bugs me. It really bugs me that she wears skates. But if you're talking about it from a childhood like wonder, I get that they are young, then yeah, I mean, I guess that is, I like skating around, but like for some reason it bugs me that she wears the skates all the time.
Just constantly.
Yeah, like just think about what those smell like. Like, when does she take them off?
Well,
it's got to be disgusting.
And like the other end of it too is just the idea of skating everywhere. Like, I get fucking annoyed at people who wear Heelys all the time. You know what I mean? It's like, I can only imagine how irritating. Like, think if somebody was just like rollerblading around in here.
I mean, it's pretty cool, but yeah.
Yeah, but come on, okay? There's like an after hours kind of a thing, but then it's just like, if you're going in, you just have like a regular job, and like if you're Don Cheadle at this hi-fi store, this whatever store, and there's people just like rollerblading in, roller skating in. You're like, what the fuck is going on?
We did that once for Halloween. Me and a buddy had rollers. I was a hockey player and he was a roller derby person, and those were our costumes. And we went into a bar and immediately it was like, nope, get out of here.
Yeah.
Like, immedially we were knocking over chairs and they're like, you're out of here.
It was different in the 70s.
Liability,
you can do whatever you
man.
want.
Okay, it's too much liability.
But even talking about their child, like when Heather Graham blows him, and then the car pulls around. She's like, "Hey, do you remember me from a couple hours ago?" Like, she's not being funny. She's being dumb.
Yeah.
And being like, "Do you remember?" Heather Graham, of course I remember you.
You sucked my cock.
You're so hot. Of course I remember.
While
The
you were
roller blades really
yeah.
are a tell. Yeah.
yes,
It's sort of a thing where like you're kind of tall and you're on roller skates all the time. So
Yeah.
I totally remember.
you literally did the thing where like you were squatting down and like going back and forth on your roller skates for me.
Yeah.
Like, you did that.
It was
I'm
pretty-
gonna remember that for the rest of my
It
life.
was a nice trick.
It was neat.
It's literally never happened to me before. I won't forget it. Yes.
I will.
I will never forget it.
And now can we go to Jack's house to experience something maybe I will definitely not forget?
Yes. This is another point to me where like the comedy in this film too, but also where Burt Reynolds is like the absolute best. I just love how he is like, or she's like, "Oh, this is it. we're gonna have sex? He's like, yep.
Yep.
And he's like, I don't take my skates off. And then he's like, and then she's like, don't come in me. And then it just cuts to Jag. He's like, do it on her tits, Eddie. It's just like
it's not supposed to
the
be funny.
nonchalant nature of it, because he sees this literally every day, just people coming on each other. It's just so perfect and so funny though.
It is. It's just the norm of this world that you are thrown into with Eddie, but somehow he's even more comfortable. He's more comfortable than we are, obviously.
Yeah.
Still jumping into this. So
I did not expect to see Heather Graham naked and Julianne Moore naked. I just had no clue. And I was like, I like this movie.
This is a good movie.
I like this movie. It's pretty good.
oh, this is good.
Big crush on both of them.
Yeah, and do you feel like, interestingly enough, like it does feel, in a movie about porn, it still feels tasteful?
Oh, yeah.
Right? Like, I didn't feel like bad for them, like they got forced into something. It felt like it was tastefully done.
He
artistically,
even
almost.
like with Heather Graham, he wanted to, he was like seeing other women to do this role. Like I forget who was up for it, but people were like, "Why don't you see Heather Graham?" He's like, "I remember like seeing her do nudity in movies."
Right.
I'm like, I don't think she'd be comfortable with that because this requires nudity.
It's a big one.
And he auditioned her and like had an interview with her, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm cool." And she's like, "Oh, fucking great."
Okay.
And it's like one of his best casting he ever
Good
said.
choices.
It was just like Roller Girl was an important role.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I would agree because we don't even know her name, do we?
No, I don't think so.
Technically, they do say it
At some point.
The guy says it later in the limo.
Oh, okay.
It's like Brandy, right?
Brandy.
You remember your name's Brandy.
Oh, you're right. Yes.
You right?
That fucking guy.
Yeah.
Do you
Button?
okay,
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure.
If we were on a train to go punch a face, I'm on board.
That's what I'm talking about.
It's the way he does it in the classroom where he's like,
Oh God, I hate that guy.
hey,
He does pretty good job at doing the
"Don't
fake.
clip this, Logan."
Yeah.
And clip.
And clip. TikTok. Is he your punchable?
Yeah, oh yeah. Like I think of all the people that are worthy of it,
Right.
I think he's up there.
I'd like to propose, and maybe you can talk me out of this one, that his mom is the punchable face.
Sure.
I still don't quite understand, because I guess originally in the script, like his parents were gonna die, like they die later on in the movie. Did you know that?
I didn't know.
There was like a scene where his parents were supposed to die in a car crash at the end of the movie. Because one of my gripes about the movie is there is no resolve on this whole home life weird shit going on. Like mom fucking sucks. This is the epitome of the worst person on earth. And I don't care what you're going through, what you're doing to your family right now, like the way she treats her husband when he tries to like give her a kiss.
Yeah.
And the
Like
way
the-
Shave when you do that. Fuck.
He looks so goddamn dejected, and now she's pulling this shit on her son about who he's fucking, and like I wish they would have shown her dead in a car crash because I hate her so much.
It would have been a nice little addition to
Like
the film.
oh no, he found out that they were dead, and he like runs to the scene, and she's like shards of glass sticking out of her body, going ow.
Yeah.
Clip that.
Yep.
Ow.
No, I agree because you can tell like his home life is unsatisfying, but for the sole reason basically of his mother.
Yeah.
And like what
She's
she just
terrible.
does to this household. And
Everyone's on eggshells.
and like the dad is just completely, like you say, dejected and like.
And he's not doing it. He's sitting in the other room listening to her go off on his son
And-
because he knows he can't get involved because he's going to get it.
And that shot in particular is two things. Like number one, Mark Wahlberg's like performance during this is really great.
Do you
Like
like it?
stop saying that. Like stop calling me stupid. Stop. Like why are you doing this? It seems very genuine. But then it cuts to the dad, and he's got this kind of almost smirk.
It's weird.
And so it makes me wonder if he is smirking because maybe like the bad version of it is like, yeah, well, good. Like, he's getting some of the brunt of it now or something like that. Or I think the other side is like, good, he's getting one over on the bitch. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Gotcha.
Or
Okay.
he's like, I'm definitely killing her.
Yeah.
No, I can't wait.
Yeah.
I can't wait to kill her.
Yeah.
I love this too, because it's like this movie obviously I think is about family, the family you choose.
There you go. There you go.
But
so we
like,
got to see that.
Well, we got to see it, and we get to see like literally him leaving outside the door. She calls him something, slams the door, cut on the door, slamming, to Jack opening his door and him welcoming in with open arms. Literally, his arm is around him as he brings
Let's
him
go.
into this life and to this world now.
We'll be your daddy. And
Brilliant.
your
And then
Yeah.
like this is like this starts, I think, in my opinion, the best like hour and a half, maybe hour to an hour and a half of a movie that has ever been like this.
from the pool party.
It's amazing.
Yeah. I didn't expect to see John C. Reilly in this movie, and I came to the determination that he is very much a childlike. He's a kid in this movie.
Reed
the way-
Rothschild.
Yeah, Reed Rothschild. Is John C. Reilly the best close talker of all time? It seems like
dude.
he's
I love how
always
you pointed
right.
this out.
He's always right up in your face, man.
When he tries the margarita, he's like,
It's like, it's good.
You like
huh?
that shit?
It's good. Yeah. Good. Huh? Right? Right?
Right. I mean, you can't tell me. I know you mentioned a different movie in the thing, but this is how Step Brothers happened.
Yeah.
I think it's Step Brothers.
okay.
John C. Reilly, the way he has his relationship with Mark Wahlberg here is exactly what's
Especially in this point, yeah. I
from
totally see it.
they're like they're doing flips off the diving
Trying to
board,
one-up each other,
and they're
yeah.
trying and like, oh, you're supposed to rotate. Even the
Dude,
way
did
his
it-
back
did it-
hurts
did it look
in the
cool?
water. Did it look cool?
Did it look cool? He's like, yeah, it's pretty good. Let me show you what you did wrong, though. And he's like, like it's so childish.
Even when
Yes.
he's making him the
Childlike.
margarita, he's like, you go to Vince's gym, he's like, ugh, no. I would have
No.
seen you there.
I would've
I'm
seen
there
you
every
there. I
day.
mean,
So,
Yeah.
so you're new on the street? Like he thinks he actually lives on the street. He goes, "It's our new boy on the street." He's like, "So you live on the street now?" Oh
no.
On this street or something, or like, and it's the conversations that him and Mark Wahlberg have of the constant. Well, how much do you bench? It's like, well, you go.
You go
How many-
first.
Why ask you first? All right, we'll go at the same time.
You didn't say it.
You didn't say it. I didn't say it either. It is.
It's a great friendship. I like these
Oh,
guys.
it's fantastic.
Yeah.
It is great how it just kind of like automatically starts. You know, like there's no delay in them just kind of being buds.
Right on. Yeah. Cool, man.
Oh wow, yeah, cool, yeah. They're just kind of going along with it. Like, yeah,
Like
neat.
you could have taken Will Ferrell out of Step Brothers and put Mark Wahlberg in there, and it might have been okay.
Yeah.
Or added a third brother. Like he
I'm
could have very
still-
easily been a third brother.
I'm still waiting for like if Adam Scott wouldn't have played his
Yes,
brother, it could
exactly.
have been Mark Wahlberg, dude. Like, come on. But Adam Scott like nailed that.
Of course.
One of his best
Oh,
roles.
dude. And so, but I have to say, the movie I mentioned previously is like The Other Guys. And The Other Guys, I'm still waiting for a sequel to happen where they incorporate John C. Reilly into the mix. Because that is just serendipitous in
Yeah.
my mind.
Yeah.
Of like what he's done with John C. Reilly and then goes on to do with Will Ferrell. I mean, it's just fucking brilliant. And by the way, this movie, for all the serious stuff that happens in it, kind of solidifies how hilarious Mark Wahlberg is earlier on in his career than what I thought originally.
The older I get, the more I love Mark Wahlberg.
I don't know how he wasn't nominated for an Academy Award for this movie.
I mean,
Even just the balls to do the role and do it good. I
The
mean,
dick
like
to do the
I
role.
think he's
The dick.
incredible.
Yes, he
in
really
this movie.
is.
yeah. And because we talk about it all the time, we might as well just get it out of the way right now, I suppose. Is he a good actor and we just like he's really good at playing a bad, or is he a bad actor and it just kind of works? And it's like
Right.
no. He is a fantastic actor who can pull this fucking thing off.
Yeah.
The dumb kid.
He's
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
naive, you
Yeah.
know. He can pull that off, and then he gets so cocky later on in the film, and he pulls that off very
Pulls
well.
that off,
He-
and he's the bad acting in the
Yes.
movie inside the movies. You know what I mean?
The happy, the sad.
PTA even said on the commentary, like especially about Julianne Moore, is like filming the porn scenes is like good acting is knowing how to act bad.
Yes.
Yeah.
And like those porn scenes, she's the best at it, he says.
It's like when we talk about when we hate a character so much.
Yes.
It's like that's incredible acting to make us hate that character so much.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. Like literally everyone in this movie is playing somebody other than themselves.
Yep.
Like the actor is obviously playing a character, but that character is also
someone else.
They've also changed their name. Everyone pretty much has their character name or their porn name pretty much.
And you get a guy like Don Cheadle who just cannot pick what he wants
Yes.
to be.
Yeah.
He just changes every first thing he's got. Oh, there's a new thing, and that's me.
Buck
Yeah.
I'm doing it.
Swope.
Buck Slope.
Buck, is it Slope?
It's Swope.
Swope.
Swope? Yeah. Buck Swope. Yeah.
Well, let's do
So
scene
great.
2. Says Jack's producer, the Colonel, requests to see Eddie's anatomy and immediately recognizes the money-making potential. Eddie rebrands himself as Dirk Diggler and quickly becomes Jack's newest rising star. Dirk films his first major scene with Amber, impressing the entire crew. The success launches him into sudden fame and wealth. Dirk and Reed pitch an action-themed porn series, which becomes a massive hit and revitalizes Jack's business. Dirk wins numerous industry awards and relishes his new identity, and the entire crew parties heavily as the money rolls in.
Yeah, man. I mean, we're still on this pool scene. Like, this is extremely important because we are just getting like the Robert Altman kind of aspect of like several different characters that are integral to the story. And speaking of Don Cheadle, he's like really the only one who has an arc through this movie.
That's funny. Yeah,
I don't necessarily like anyone in this movie. I don't necessarily I'm not really rooting for anyone other than maybe Buck and his wife. Yeah. The rest of the people, I'm just like, it's okay that I don't like you and I don't actually want you to succeed, right? Like it's okay. But like Buck, I want him to do well.
Yeah.
Because he seems to be the only one that really
Yeah, I mean, I'm in love with everybody in this movie,
Yeah,
but
yes.
I see what you're saying.
I don't feel I feel sorry for them.
The movie itself is trying to tell you
Yes.
is, it's giving off the vibe of like these aren't really good people, except maybe for Buck. Yeah.
Maybe, but then at the end he steals the money.
True. I mean, like,
You can come. We'll get to the end of this, but you can come away from this in a lot of different ways.
you're going to Rambo Buck in this
You're
movie.
going to
I
Rambo
love
Buck?
Buck.
All right. All right.
We're still on this pool scene, like I said, but like even like a lot of these one takes, he was inspired by the movie I Am Cuba. It's like a Cuban and Russian film, and it's like very verite kind of filmmaking where it's just like filming whatever. But there's a take in that movie where it goes from like all these people and like this person goes into a pool, and so does the camera, and like even the music in this scene, Spill the Wine, where it kind of crescendos and goes into, and she said, spill the wine, as it goes under the pool and the beautiful shot of her ass. Sorry, fucking
great.
YouTube.
Wow, dude. Why don't we objectify him a little bit more? It's already in the porn industry, Sean. Why don't we just let's totally talk about
We
the
don't know
relative-
if she is or not. She's just an attractive woman.
Maybe she is, maybe she's not. It's her choice.
I like butts.
Ah, nice.
Fine.
An ass man, huh?
Yeah, man.
All right.
Yeah, dude.
I did
But
want
it comes up out of the pool to do dialogue with Reed Rothschild and Dirk Diggler.
Yep.
And it's just an amazing fucking cinema.
perfectly
It
shot.
is.
This is what they mean when they're like cinema. It's
Yeah.
like this movie is that.
100%.
Is what they're talking about.
Because they do it in what is it called where the music is in the movie? That
Non-diegetic.
Non-diegetic.
You double check that.
Believe so.
All right. The non
I'll double check.
Sunglasses kid, hit us up. Let us know what that means. Okay.
Don't worry. We'll edit it so it sounds like I know what I'm talking about. That non-diegetic part where, but no, like she goes underwater and the music dips out with her and everything, and then it comes back up. She comes back up. That one-er shot of that kind of long-winded one. And it goes from like a couple of different conversations and then follows her to the
I
pool.
do think that there is a cut when it goes in the water, though.
Sorry, it is diegetic.
No,
Do the
there's
whole
no
thing
cut
again.
when she goes into the pool.
I'm pretty
There's
sure
a cut
she
when
gets into the pool, and I think that's another shot coming.
It
in
looks
the
like
pool.
it, maybe.
It's just one or two things are slightly different when she's swimming.
You're underestimating.
No,
BTN.
Mike's wrong. It's one shot until she comes
look
back
it up.
up and then it cuts away.
Okay.
So,
I'd like to nominate a lovable face, but I feel weird saying it because this character is such a piece of shit. But my God, I have a hard time not like loving him in this scene is the Colonel. When he's
Boy,
like,
tread carefully, Michael.
Let me see it. He's like, let me
I
see
thought
it.
it was gonna be this.
The way he looks down and goes, Like I very
That's good,
much.
Eddie.
Thank you, Eddie.
He is at this moment we don't necessarily know the extent. He hasn't quite gotten the overdose girl yet. We're like, at this point, I'm like, kind of like this guy, and then of course it goes very downhill. But it's very good acting from this man's part when he looks
great.
at it.
The lingering shot on his face is just like, thank you, Eddie.
You can just see dollar signs.
Exactly.
If this were not a PTA movie, like you would see dollar signs coming out of their head.
All he sees is like the S of a dollar sign with his dick over it with the line through it, and that's like what he sees. That's it. Just
With those stupid ass red glasses, I'm like, I love you, man. This
He's
is
great.
awesome.
It's good that we get the importance of like Jack's thing going on here. Is like, Colonel, we can't do this without the Colonel. That's where the money comes from.
Yeah.
You know, that's Dirk. You need to know this guy because that's who's paying our paychecks. Okay.
I want him to see your dick.
Yeah. Exactly.
Work on your name. giving him the feedback.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's very important.
Yeah. This is all just so fantastic. I want to quickly we get Pish introduced here.
Please talk about Pish in this intro.
Immediately, like who I don't know who was saying it in the Little Bowskis, but trying to pull his shirt down over his gut the entire time. That's his first scene.
When he comes in and like squeezes through the gate as it closes,
He's so awkward.
He even goes, "Is she all right?" And the guy goes, "Shut the fuck up!" And he goes,
like,
and he just kind of walks through the gate. I was so surprised to see Pish walk into this movie, and I was like, this is so awesome.
Again, takes over the movie.
He does. Like,
and it's such a throwaway role. Like,
It really
what
is.
importance is that role? It's not entirely important to the movie.
You're right.
comedic relief in some sort of sense is the entirety of like that role. And the here's the thing. We talk about people who just kind of keep stealing scenes, right? Because Mark Wahlberg is a great bass.
Yes.
Right? But then you add in
just
John
keep
C.
putting
Reilly
people into
on
it.
top of them sitting next to the pool and just kind of talking to each other. And then you get there's a layer one. He's like, oh, he just kind of steals it. He's just kind of overtaking a little bit. And then Pish comes across and sees them across the pool and is just locked
Literally zero.
on Eddie. Yes, the whole zeroed in thing. And he walks over and he's just like, "Oh, hey, Reed, how's it going? Yeah, who's this? Who's your friend?
Here?
Who's your friend here? Oh, I work on some of the movies. So, I mean, if you ever need anything, I mean, just like, it's like whatever you need. Oh, hey, will you excuse me for a minute? Of course, man. Okay, that's quite cool.
He's so awesome.
And he just like,
He grabs him for the sex scene and he's like chewing on the pen with it, and like
Yes.
it just weird awkwardness of like letting him go through a door but then getting back in front of him to lead him down the hallway. Even that shot of him holding the boom arm going, oh
my god.
I want that.
Like, you're not sure like what's going on with
Yeah.
him. Like, if he's attracted to him, or if he even knows he's attracted to him, if he's just like wants to be around like people who are bright,
Right.
Yeah.
Because he's not. He's very dim.
yeah,
You don't
That's
quite
a good
get
way to
it
put
yet
it.
until you see him react to the cop.
Yeah, and then like you get him coming up with the name Dirk Diggler, which is like literally the best porn name of all time. I don't care who you are. It is. Maybe Chest Rockwell.
Chest Rockwell.
is good.
I don't know.
Like, I guarantee I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that was not the name in the script. And John C. Reilly was like, it's got to be Chest Rockwell. Because it feels like a name that John C. Reilly and Will Ferrell would make up.
I'm still a big fan of Girth Brooks, but
Darth Vader.
Girth Vader.
Girth Vader. But yeah, he comes up with his name, and this is like, I love how they take special care of this, because there's really not much porn in the movie about porn, except for this scene.
This big scene.
They kind of get it out of the way here, to be honest. And I feel like what you were talking about, AJ, it is very complicated. This like motherly, maternal kind of aspect to it, guiding him on his first time,
It's so weird.
It is really weird, but extreme. I think I'd put this on like my top 5 sex scenes. I don't know if we've done that, or I'm Super Stoked did that. I think I'm Super Stoked
Really?
did.
Might have been.
But I think it's so fascinating. This what she thinks about it and what he thinks about it. I think he's just kind of having sex, and she's like,
he's worried about if it felt good.
Yeah,
it's like it doesn't matter.
Did it look sexy?
We're faking it. It doesn't matter if it feels good. I'll make sure they think it did.
There's something about this where it's just so fascinating because it is such like a family aspect of it, and like everyone around him is watching it. He just met all these people. Reed Rothschild is his new best friend.
I love how he walks in. Reed's like, "Yeah, go get him, dude."
Hell yeah, man! I just got done.
The fact that it's quiet, there's no noise, and everybody's just sitting there going.
It
the
becomes
guy
a very professional thing, like kind of very quickly. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Well, this is what we're here. We're here to make money.
But it's also, this is built off of like, because remember they're at the party and stuff. The cameraman guy is literally going around being like, we don't have a script, we don't have this, we don't have that. So all this stuff must have come together fairly fast.
That's true. I didn't
to
think
a
about
degree,
that.
and then like it becomes very professional very fast, which is kind of
got a
neat.
good crew around him.
Yeah, he's got a good crew, and that's the other thing. At this point, I will say, I don't get the overly maternal thing between those two going into the scene. I think it happens a little bit more later.
Sure.
But anyway, sorry, Mike, go ahead.
The old guy that looks like William H. Macy's dad. Yeah. How are they not related?
Yeah.
But even the shots of them, he's just smoking a cigarette, not blinking, deadpan, just looking at it, and the camera guy.
Mm-hmm.
Am I seeing what I think I'm seeing? Okay, cool. Like, and it's just dead silence, other than the fucking.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't be able to.
It's fantastic too because it's like the professionalism and the friendship and like the fatherly aspect between him and Jack too is on display here too. When he comes in, he's giving him directions like, okay, you're gonna come in here, and then I'll say action, Eddie, and he kind of continues he's like, hey, can you
Call me Dirk?
Can you call me Dirk? He's like, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Dirk.
Yes.
Yeah. He's like very respectful to his actor, and he's treating it.
Well, he knows. He's like, this is very important. We need
this.
This. We need this.
We need this cock. Yeah. He's treating
I
it.
need this dick.
Well, he is treating it like new talent, like it's the new Leonardo DiCaprio who just, this is the
this
guy.
is their first real. Like, we still don't know. He did it in front of him with Roller Girl. We're like, okay, we know we got some goods.
It's different
here,
on camera.
This is on camera, and I thought for 1 second he was going to have a problem when she's like, okay, now it's time to come inside me, and I was like, oh, is it not going to be? No, of course he was able to.
Yeah,
so it was like now they know, and they didn't care that Julianne Moore fucks this whole thing up by saying
it's even that more complicated because it's just like, why is she having him come in him?
What are you doing?
Yeah.
And that's where it gets weird for me. But because he's such a stallion, like they're like, doesn't matter.
I love it too. It's
doesn't
like
matter.
You have to change the mag halfway through, and he's like, do it quickly. I don't know, just like it involves the filmmaking aspect to it too, because it and I think that's him like writing his way out of it being an NC-17 is like, well, we'll show like the camera running out.
We're showing the people watching.
Yeah, the film kind of running out inside the camera, very cool close-ups and everything,
and like weird upside down reflections and stuff like that. Yeah.
Shooting it very intimate on their faces and like the chest and the sweat and everything. But then like all of this is like leads up to another perfect montage, I think, in my mind, where it's just like, oh, if you need me to do it again, Jack, I can.
Yeah.
Boom.
Cut.
It's so fucking good.
Yeah, that confidence and that, that new talent, that new hire fire that you kind of call it is just radiating from him, and it just is a catapult, I think, for some success that's coming their way for everybody.
And this is all the partying now. This is when you get that hilarious scene with Reed and Buck where like, does it scare you dealing with all those evil forces? Evil horses? No, evil forces. Evil man? No, it's an illusion. No, it's confusing.
Very confusing.
And then he goes, thank you.
Thank you.
What? Like all these B characters are they make this movie.
Yeah,
they
I totally
really
agree.
do, man. And I know I was a part of a lot of really bad trends in my 43 years of life. Like I had Jinko jeans. I went through the popped collar stage that people went through.
Yeah, man.
I had a butt cut.
Barely made it through that.
I still do that from time. But I'll tell you what, I still stand by the fact that disco's the worst trend and era that has ever happened in humanity. I'm watching them doing the dances and I'm like, fucking thank God I was not in the disco era, because I would have gone in on it. I would have been there.
You're a rave kid. That's rave is the
I went
disco
through
of
rave-
modern day.
I went through rave culture,
Yeah.
man. That was stupid too. But like, man, disco, when they're dancing there and the light up dance floors, God fucking.
Well, and
Ugh.
it's so funny, like watching them go through. They get their outfits. They get matching outfits, and then again you see Pish, who's just
Pretty cool, right?
But he's wearing it at the club.
He can't quite get his pants like closed or something, but he's wearing it there.
Hot tracks.
And then
Hot tracks.
But then Dirk dancing with Roller Girl and
Yeah.
like having that conversation. It's like they might as well be at a high school dance.
100%. Yeah.
well,
yeah.
then they are. The way they're talking is reminding us that these are fucking kids.
They've
Yeah.
had sex. And really what he can talk about is like, yeah, it's like I got something that's like really Italian, like silk, polyester, you know?
Yeah, like it's
She's like, cool.
make it like a real special like place in it comes from Italy. It's like a polyester that's like, you know, what the
I don't know what's interesting.
Yeah.
Because I'm a kid.
exactly.
Maybe this will work.
Because I got a new outfit.
Yeah.
And I think it's neat, and I need to just make it sound neat. I like your boots. Thanks.
Thanks.
They're Italian. It's like,
Ooh, here's a prop.
I don't know what it is about that like weird Aztec sweater that Mark Wahlberg's wearing, the really tight one that like cuts off at his waist when he's in his house showing everybody his new digs. I don't know if you can picture it, but that's
is it that blue one or
it's
something?
a red Aztec. It's got like feathers around the
Oh,
top.
yeah.
and,
It's
like,
just kind of like the shoulder.
yes,
Yeah.
and it cuts off right around his belly button. Like, I think I could wear that.
I think you could.
I mean, I think for the studio, I would want that horrible painting of him.
Oh, it's so bad. It might be the worst I've ever
It's
seen.
terrifying. I'll go so
doesn't look
far as
like
to
him.
say, yeah. But
Maybe
I
a small version of it.
yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Right here.
Yeah, I don't want to look at it.
What I want is what is it? Here we go. My Awesome Mix My Awesome Mix number 6 is Alfred Molina's
Oh yeah, you want that?
Lover Boy. Or,
Motor
sorry,
yeah. Yeah.
Night Rider?
Night Rider.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ranger.
Night Ranger.
Night Ranger. Yeah. I want their demo tapes.
Ooh,
Man.
Bird.
I want You got the touch.
there's so much to talk about.
We're
Holy
not
shit.
even.
I
We're
know.
not even
I know.
nearby. Oh my god. Yeah. Well, you want to move on to scene 3?
Yeah.
I guess.
We got more. We're saving it. At Jack's New Year's Eve 1980 party,
Holy
Amber
shit, we're already there.
introduces Dirk to cocaine. Jack's assistant director, Little Bill, kills his cheating wife and her lover before taking his own life. Dirk's drug use starts destroying his performance and his attitude, especially when Jack brings in a new leading man. A major blowout between Dirk and Jack lead to Dirk being fired, pushing him, Reed, and Scotty into an unsuccessful attempt at starting a music career. Jack refuses Floyd Gondoli's push towards videotape until the Colonel is arrested, forcing Jack into a new, less artistic direction. There was one thing we did skip there. It was when their Philip Baker Hall shows up.
Yes.
And this is when they first are ready to like push him into the videotape world.
That's when he comes into the New Year's party.
Is that at the New Year's? I thought
Yeah.
it was before the New Year's.
I think
Eve
it
party.
is just
Oh,
on-
it is. So it's right. It's okay. So we're right on there. But that was the one choice I didn't like when he comes through the door and they do that weird little 3 cut.
Yeah.
Do you feel me on that? Like it felt just like a weird, cool trick, maybe that like I've always wanted to kind of do this, and it felt out of place to me.
I
that
don't know.
weird cut.
It's all like very Scorsese to me. It's all just like he's just copying Goodfellas
Right.
at this point. You know, like that. A picture of that, but it's like the guy they kill.
Right,
In
okay,
Goodfellas.
okay.
Coming through the door or something like that. You know. I don't know. I some choices I can see how they might bother some people, but they don't really bother me. It's just like I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it. It's just like this is an important guy. This is like a significant player in the story, that's going to change literally the way that they do stuff.
When he's right? I mean, like this whole switch, like it's time to make the switch. This is where the money is. Well, what's up with these like homeless teenagers?
I don't know.
Why do they look like that?
I don't know.
And they're supposed to be like the next crop of porn stars or something like that? Is that what he's trying to infer?
It's almost like it's Paul Thomas Anderson saying like the difference between digital and film is this like ugly nature to it. You
get these really attractive people that are bright and colorful here, but then you're like, no, VHS is cool. And it's these disgusting homeless teenagers.
They all like have like sores on their mouths and shit. Yeah.
And they only show them for like a second and then that's it.
Yeah.
Weird.
Man. Yeah.
It is like, I think he is commenting on that, but I'm just thinking about that now where I'm just like, maybe that's what it is with those kids.
That's a great point.
But Brock Landers and Chess Rockwell we've touched on a little bit, but I think it's important to kind of touch a little bit more of like the commercial or like the trailer for him and everything where like Mark Wahlberg's running on that roof and like almost slips and just like,
dude,
it's so awkward.
This is a movie within a movie and like I want to see it.
I
want to watch it.
Now I kind of want that as my prop, the footage of this.
He slips on the roof.
Dude.
Like you said, oh my God.
When he like ducks around that corner, he shoots the gun. He's like,
it's so bad. It's so bad.
It's so corny and like, but it's so 70s. Like they kind of just nail it on this idea of like these, think of like the Starsky and Hutch, stuff that was happening.
It's
TV
it's
shows.
It's right on the head, man.
Yeah, so it's just so perfect to watch. But I gotta say, Mike, you were talking about best walking in on someone having sex scenes. This is it.
The killing one?
Yep.
I meant like funny and wistful, like
I know.
This is hilarious.
So did I.
Okay, well.
Because honestly, the way that it comes across is like I do find it oddly and probably disturbingly hilarious because it is like the fact that all it is, he walks down the hall, he's welcomed in. Oh yeah, hey, how's it going? Yeah, come on in. It's like, oh, you need that.
Countdown's happening, man. Little Bill, let's go.
And he walks in, he just goes into a door and he just sees it.
We know what it is.
And then he closes that door. He just walks right back out. There's no dialogue. There's nothing. And it's a long shot of him going to the car and then coming back with that gun and just doing it. And then he walks out with a smile on his face. And that part is like devastating, right? But at the same time, like this is like, man, A+ from William H. Macy.
Yeah.
You made me watch. I've seen this because this came up for something that we talked about in a mini bite or a brunch. It was like favorite scenes from movies or something. And this was on your list on something we did. So I've seen this and it still was like, oh, now I understand everything now that I've seen the point of the movie up to this.
Yeah.
Dude, you could just feel this movie was like a runaway train that like at any point something's gonna switch and this whole thing's gonna go off the rails, and I was waiting for the moment, and then in perfect poetry it goes off at the stroke of midnight, changing from the 70s to the 80s, and the rest of the movie is a complete shit show
right
from this fucking moment.
The cocaine nightmare. Yeah.
The 80s compared to the 70s, man, it changed on them like this with Little Bill's death, and I so badly wanted it to be at the halfway point of the movie. It was so close. It was like 6 minutes off, but I was like, oh, that would have been so perfect.
And again, it is like kind of him commenting on like the switch from film to digital at this point, or like, the film to analog kind of videotape, I guess, where it's just like the 70s filmmaking died and the 80s takes over, you know.
Yeah, that's
the 80s commercialism, the 70s auteurism is dead, and now commercial Miramax, Universal filmmaking has taken over at this point.
Yeah, you could say could be a nice metaphor for sure, that Little Bill killing himself basically was the death of analog for this industry.
I mean, like even when they were shooting the scene with Amber and Dirk, he was running the show.
Oh, yeah.
Like he was like, okay, you kids good? Your kid's good? All right, go ahead. And like you'll walk in when you say action. You know?
I like when he's like, "Who's Dirk
if you drop a
Diggler?"
line,
That's a great name.
don't stop. All right, just call for your line. Don't stop. You know, and
Need a
he's
water or
doing-
anything?
And he's like, he comes back. He's like, well, we got to change angles. And he's like, oh, okay. Is
And he's kind
everything-
of blocking them
Yeah,
because
he's
they're naked. Yeah.
doing the block for him, and he's like, doing. He's like, is everything look okay? Oh, it looks great. No, it's like I'm okay. I'm okay. Like it looks like, oh, it's wonderful. Everything's wonderful. It's like,
So you're
wow,
saying
you're just
like him going away was like almost part of the catalyst of
It seems like Little Bill was the
heart.
glue holding it all together.
the heart that died in their little group.
Yeah.
But this is also then when you start to get why I just don't like the character of Amber. I think she's almost one of the reasons that this whole thing falls apart. Her this weird motherly maternal thing that she's taking on because she's such a piece of shit and can't get her own kid.
Yeah, she
because
can't get her own life together.
She can't get her own life together. Like we're seeing her doing all these drugs and then trying the next day, trying to be like, no, I can take care of my kids. No, you can't. And now because you can't get your own kid, you're now going to try to take these other kids and pretend like you're a mom to them. But all you're going to do is introduce Dirk to coke, fuck up Roller Girl's life and introduce her to more drugs. And she really is kind of like the worst person in this movie.
She is a big part of the downfall. You're right. I mean, when it really comes down to it, she's just the ultimate enabler for everybody.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, yeah, we do what she says. You know,
It's
she's
hard
the
too
mom.
because like I ultimately do sympathize with
Of
her
course.
in the way because like I know people like this currently in my life that are just like, why don't you not do the things that you like that might further better your life and just come drink with me and just come do this thing with me, you know? Like don't do that. Like people in Iowa don't do that, you know. Don't try and make yourself better. You know, don't go entertain people perhaps.
Nah, don't do that.
How's your little podcast going?
Exactly.
By the way, Sean?
It's like it's that kind of mentality of like, why don't you just beat your wife at night and drink Busch Lights, you know, kind of shit.
Why don't you just do it?
Nice, dude. Sounds like a damn good
Oh
time.
man, I can't wait. But she's
can't wait.
she's trying to make people in her life be like her, so she doesn't have to feel as bad being herself, you know. But also, there's certain points to her where she, you know, like kind of being maternal to Dirk. Where it's just like, but you can, there's something in there though. There's something within you that can change and you don't have to be like this, you know?
Yeah. Instead, it just goes worse.
And it's not the porn aspect. It's not that at all. Like it's just her personality aspect.
No, yeah, it's her.
Yeah.
She just happens to be a part of the porn industry.
Right.
Which is
you know?
another one of my favorite points about a Paul Thomas Anderson movie is that he never, ever once, especially in this movie, judges his characters and puts a point within the story for an audience member to have to judge one of these characters.
You're right,
know?
because I'm so conflicted on it because
You can make a choice to judge them or not.
I like that I can change.
Yeah.
I don't. At first, I really liked Julianne Amber, and then the second time, I'm like, oh no, you ruined everything.
Yeah.
And like sometimes I want to like Dirk Diggler and be like, you were so young, and they just put you in this. But also like this personality is inside of you. This new one we're gonna start witnessing of like, oh, I'm so cool. Like I say thank you because I win all these awards. I don't even do a speech anymore. You know, this is still you doing this.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I like you.
Yeah.
You know,
It is definitely very, very good at letting everybody just be responsible for their choices, essentially.
Yeah.
In that same vein, Sean, of like, he doesn't judge any of his characters. All these characters are doing the things based on their own decisions. Nobody was necessarily forced into the majority of these things. And the ones that were their hands were forced, well, he put a gun in his mouth.
yeah.
So
And Colonel got busted for
Correct.
What is he
Some
referring
Bryan
to?
Singer stuff.
So he's referring to like he's got like child
I think it's
materials
yeah.
at his house.
They're
Okay.
just so little. They're just so cute. And, like, that
Yeah.
saying it like that really fucking
Fuck
bothers
you.
me.
I mean, I'm pulling back my lovable face award. You can go
Yeah.
fuck yourself.
Well, and
he will get in prison.
Yeah, that conversation that happens across the glass.
Oh God! But that's why I like Bert so much, is because he, at this point, he just thought it was like the coked out stupid girl. Like, you've done this before, and then once he realizes it's not,
that's the thing. And
I'm out. He just gave up on money there. He's like, no, I'm out.
That's why it's such a great scene, because it's two sides of this glass. There's ones who did it wrong, and he's, by all intents and purposes of what his industry is, he's done it the right way, and it really helps define like a good side and a bad side to this industry. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like getting to see that, and Jack's reaction, and him,
and you can't hear him anymore. Like,
his realization, and you can't hear him, and he's like, "Am I still your friend? Tell me I'm your friend." And you're just like,
no.
He just steps away from it, and it just kind of solidifies. Overall, Jack's intentions,
I agree,
are fairly good throughout this entire thing. You know what I mean?
He might be one of the guys that you can at least be like, all right, like, you were trying.
There is maybe a flaw that you could say of him, like not taking responsibility and like actually taking care of his people.
Yes. Right.
Like maybe not having so much coke at his house.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Actually having limes available for margarita. Come on, dude. That's serious faux pas.
That seems like the drink of choice at this house.
It really
does.
does.
Fucking limes.
Damn.
But yeah, like he's almost maybe a little naive about what's actually going on. I mean, maybe not to his fault, I guess, but
Right.
This will be the second time. Any chance I get to say fuck Michael Jace, I want to say it. I said it in the replacements. Michael Jace is the one that I think marries Becky Barnett.
Mm-hmm.
He was an actor in The Shield. He killed his wife in 2016, is in prison, like in real life. So just any chance I get to remind you that Michael Jace is a piece of shit,
Nice.
I try to take that.
there you go.
Nice. Thanks, man.
But also Becky Barnett, did you recognize her?
No.
She was Coach Boone's wife in Remember the Titans.
No shit.
Yeah, Coach Boone, dude.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Okay. Yes. 100%. Nice.
I like
dude.
that a
Good
lot.
I like that a
call,
lot,
good
man.
call.
I
Throwing it out
really
there.
like that.
I really like that about you.
Big fight with Jack, right? Is this in the scene?
Which fight with Jack?
When he's doing a bunch of coke.
Yeah,
And
so
he's met Todd Parker.
yeah,
Thomas
so this
Jane.
exactly, yes.
He's met Todd Parker. The whole big blowout fight with Jack, and this
with
is
the new guy.
yes, with
Yeah.
the new guy, with the new Johnny Doe
Who I hate
on the block.
so much.
He's bad.
Hate him.
But this is also, I think, one of the points where Bert is just the best. His looks here, he's trying to calm Dirk down a lot right here. He's like, we'll shoot it, like, give us 20 minutes. We got to do some shit, He's like, I'm ready to fuck now. I want to use my big dick right now. He's like, will you calm down? And he's like, he has no choice. And he's like, you got to get the fuck out of here, man. Like, this is like, we're not doing this right now.
Yeah.
I don't know. This whole scene was very, very good, but apparently, like, this was kind of what it was like when PTA and Bert had their kind
really?
of blowout on set.
Oh.
Allegedly.
Mommy and Daddy were fighting.
Yeah,
and they're just
exactly.
mimicking it.
Yeah.
Checks out. I think it's a really great scene. I think it shows, and it kind of helps define, not necessarily sides, if you will, but who's supporting who. And I do think it's a very, like, again, it's showing Jack is trying to do right. It's like, I'm not going to shoot you in this state. In this state? What do you mean? What do you mean? What state? State of California, Jack?
Okay, 17-year-old.
It's just
Hey,
like,
bro.
calm the fuck down, dude. It's so funny. And John C. Reilly, again, was it Jack or somebody? No, it was the other guy.
Johnny Doe goes
It was
after
Johnny
him.
Doe goes after him, and then John C. Reilly goes, throws up their karate hands.
But like he does it. He knows exactly where the frame is too, because he comes in like to the right of frame, and then like comes out because he knows he's not really a part of the scene.
Yeah.
He's just like got to interject because like that's my boy.
Yeah,
And he's like, all right.
Anyway,
This is so good, man. Like, everybody, and this is a far cry from some of the stuff we talked about last week, where it's like they put so many people in a frame in these parts of this movie, man. So many people, and it all works out so well. It's somehow not too busy.
It's a good point.
Yeah.
Well, scene 4, Buck Swope marries Jesse, but is denied a bank loan for a stereo store. He later finds himself in the middle of a deadly donut shop robbery and escapes with a bag of cash. Dirk hits rock bottom, failing at prostitution and getting assaulted. At the same time, Roller Girl and Jack are having a bad evening. I did want to interject here real quick. The Amber's having her custodial battle with her ex-husband, who was Pat McGurn from Roadhouse. He was one of the guys that gets fired. He's one of the coolers that gets fired. His name is actually John Doe, apparently.
Oh, yeah. He's the guy who calls him Chicken Dick.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's her ex-husband. But her custodial battle was inspired by a porn star named Veronica Hart, who actually had dealt with something similar to this. Veronica Hart is playing the judge in The Room.
Oh, wow.
No,
she's really good.
There's a lot of adult film stars that kind of get sprinkled in minor roles.
Yeah, I knew that. I
here.
never really got them pointed out, though. That's cool.
So she and William H. Macy's wife in the movie is actually a porn star.
Right.
She's known for her tips on anal, apparently. They said that's her big deal is she teaches you how to do it.
Good for her.
Oh, nice. What was her name again, Mike?
Holes of Dicks.
That's her name, huh?
Yeah. Holes of Dicks, yeah.
Holly Dix.
Holly Dixon's.
We need to talk about
Honey Starfish. Okay.
the musical career of Dirk Diggler.
Oh,
We
dude.
missed that.
We have to
I
talk
know.
about this. You got the touch. You got the power. I mean, it's as good as that.
Because Mark can actually sing, though, right? Didn't Mark Wahlberg?
Yeah.
Well, I guess we don't know if he can sing. He's not like our boys in the Lawrence brothers. Like, they can sing.
Sure.
But I don't.
But, like-
Mark Wahlberg, I mean, I'm assuming he can
Prove
sing.
it, Lawrence Brothers.
Yeah.
They did on the episode I was with them.
Oh, yeah, that's
They're beautiful angels.
But
Like, for even, let's say he can sing, it's impressive that he was able to sing not
Bad.
good.
Well,
It's so impressive.
And honestly, one of the most impressive parts is the off time. Yeah.
And John C. Reilly in the back going, yeah.
Dude, he is fucking.
He's got too many yes men around him, man.
Exactly, yes.
Too many yes men around him.
Except for Nick, the producer, who is, oh my God, Penn. Music by Michael Penn. That's Michael Penn, the guy who did the music for the movie.
Nice.
So, all right. You got the touch. Dirk Diggler takes 7. It's like, and before that, he asked, "Are you ready, Dirk?" He's like, "Yeah, man, it's born ready. Let's go." He's like, "Take 7."
No, you're not ready because the takes are not very good.
Because we're on take 7, bro.
God, even when they're trying to get like the master tapes, no, I need the master tape to get the money to pay you.
It's everything that they're doing. It's like it's like Wish.com Van Halen, you know? Like he's David Lee Roth
Yes.
and John C. Reilly is playing guitar being Eddie Van Halen.
Yes.
When they're doing the little like thing, like they're trying to work out the song.
Is John C. Reilly really playing the guitar there?
Oh, yeah.
I imagine he has to be.
Impressive.
It was fucking Dewey Cox.
Dewey Cox
you're
right there, brother.
Yeah, I mean, but that's still a long time before that.
Apparently, Paul Thomas Anderson wrote the lyrics to that part, and John C. Reilly wrote the music.
So I want your opinion on this. There are some good uses for like Suno and AI. I want to take the audio of that and put it into Suno and have them spit out a polished version of
Give
that
us the song.
I want to know what it would have sounded like had they really got it done.
I just think this is better than any of that too. It's so genuine. It's so like, I don't know. There's something about like, what's he say? He's like in the studio. He's like, "You think the bass is taken away from my vocal?" So he has no idea what the fuck he's talking.
He just heard someone say that. It's like you're the first band you're ever in, man. The first time you're ever writing songs, they're not good, man. But you're like I'm so excited about it.
We look like assholes right now.
But we're doing something, you know? That's what this whole thing is. And it is. It's them in their has to be almost in their 20s now.
I
Or
guess,
in their 20s.
yeah.
You know, getting close or whatever, but he's still like his first band and he's just very childish about it. And like, do you think it's taken away from my vocal? It's like, I don't think so. I mean,
We kind of want it to, to be honest.
like, no, but
He will rock you. He will roll you.
I write songs too. I love you. You love me. we're gonna go down to the sugar tree, hanging out by the sugar tree. We're all going in the swimming hole that the bees never sting us. Wow, man.
Wow, man.
That's really good.
Did you write that? Yeah, I also write songs.
Wow.
So.
Cool.
Wow. It's bad. It's so bad.
Yeah, you got to feel really bad for Buck during this bank loan scene, though, right? Like,
Yeah.
Man, this is where I'm just really feeling for Buck. He goes through this whole bank loan thing. Like, even his, like, persistence to be like, dude, like, I know what's going on here, but, like, just tell me what to do. And the guy's like, no, can't. And then, holy fucking shit, this donut scene came out of left field for me.
Oh, sorry. Isn't that bank guy?
I didn't recognize the name.
Hang on.
He is. I know. I think I know who it is.
Wayne and Garth.
Garth. Yes.
Oh,
He is the
yeah, is it
announcer.
really?
Wayne and Garth. Party on,
Wayne.
Wayne, and party on Garth.
I guess.
I get. Wayne's World, excellent.
He will. Sorry.
No, with this, like, I did not expect this whole donut scene the way it plays out, man. He's down on his luck. She's pregnant. We find out she's pregnant. He just got denied the bank
But
loan.
he's also like a good attitude.
Yeah, he's trying to do
Still,
some fun stuff.
yeah.
Like, come on, we'll get it. We'll figure it out. And he's picking out a bunch of donuts, and then just everybody gets shot and killed. He's got brains all over his face, and then he sees a bag of money.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, I'm just gonna take that, I think, because no one else is gonna give me any money. So here we go.
I mean, what else is he gonna do? He's got to pull Mr. Pink, basically.
Yeah,
Did you do this for the Christmas?
for the Christmas.
Okay, I'll take 2 of those. Too.
They look pretty good.
I
man.
love this whole scene where he's picking out the donuts. I don't know. I love it so much. Yeah, two jelly flavored ones, 2 jelly filled ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just something very special about. There's always something very special about getting to be the one to pick out the donuts.
Yep.
For a mixed box,
Yep.
right? There's something real special about that.
A lot of power there.
There's a lot of power,
Yeah.
a lot of responsibility.
Is a very I don't know if you said it's a very like kind of Reservoir Dogs, kind of Tarantino-esque kind of thing of a shootout. Yeah, it's just like a Mexican standoff kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's very shocking.
Yeah.
It's shocking, and then like I think this is at the same point of the new like the Roller Girl and Jack limo thing, and
We're gonna make film history right here on videotape.
yeah, and he's so not happy about any of this, and Roller Girl's at the bottom of her everything she's ever been, and that
I don't know
music.
if she is though.
Dude, she looks more drugged out than she has been in the entire. When she's
perhaps.
doing those weird like.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
And she doesn't know what she's doing. In fact, when that kid gets in, who is the kid from high school, he is the punchable face from earlier. She doesn't. I truthfully believe she doesn't know who he is.
Oh yeah, I think you're right.
And man, that the choice of the score, that ding
Ding, ding. Yeah.
makes the tension of these scenes just palpable, and it's so. Yeah, just like everything about this is just bothersome.
From here on out,
The Mark Wahlberg jerking off thing, and he can, and the guys. Oh, it's just, god damn, what are we watching now at this point?
from here on out, it really becomes like just a tension riddled remainder.
The whole rest of the movie.
The whole rest of the movie. I mean, it's like the last 25 or 30 minutes of this is just friggin' wild, man. And yeah, like that part, Heather Graham is like doing maybe the best worst acting of the
Correct.
movie right
Correct.
here, because she's like trying to do like the sexy thing for the
Yeah. And it's almost like new because like earlier on
Yeah.
she didn't have to try.
yeah, exactly.
You know?
But this is the new thing. It's got to
Yeah.
be like, and it's such a cool. Even as it moves on, then we start to see the new porn videos, and it's like girls with fake boobs that have a lot of makeup on. It's not
A
like
lot
the
of like "fuck you, bitch,"
Yeah,
with
yeah.
a gun to your head.
Yeah, right. And it's the shift of this golden era of porn when it's like, no, this is an art to like, who fucking cares? Sell as
Yeah.
many copies as we can. We'll take anybody.
Yeah.
So and that's where maybe her face stuff now, like,
Yeah.
she never used to have to do this, but now we need you to do weird like things.
Yeah.
FYI, I don't think I've ever thought that was attractive to have anybody doing like,
Yeah.
No.
It's like, yeah, no, it's
What do you do? What's wrong with your face?
you doing? Are you okay? You having a stroke?
You could just look any way you want, Heather Graham.
Yep.
Heather Graham, I'd like to save you if I can from your world. Is that possible? We take the skates off.
I don't ever take my skates off.
Well, then this is not
And don't
gonna
come
work.
at me.
Oh.
I know you
Two
love
rules.
coming.
Two rules. Never take my skates off. Don't come at me. Okay, whatever you want.
Damn. Well, I hope I
Jeez.
don't break any rules.
That was pretty easy, I guess. Yeah.
Those are easy rules.
I never understood the guys who beat up Dirk here. I understand what he's doing. Like he's kind of reverting back to his bus
He's
boy
broke.
days. Yeah. But I never understood. Like, are these guys just roaming around L.A. looking for gay people to beat up?
It might be. It might have something to do with like the early '80s. Maybe there was. This is totally hearsay. I don't remember if this is true or not. But I thought there was like a rise in homosexuality, like hate, homophobia. Yes, correct. I think that started to happen in the early. I mean, it's been happening forever, obviously, but more people were coming out in the early 80s, so then more hate was coming through publicly.
Okay.
So yeah, these dudes were just fuckheads who just, it'll be so great. Well,
Yeah, I
like,
guess it works. I mean, I don't like it. I guess it works.
It
for me. I
works.
just never
And-
understood, like, why?
well, and then the one guy, like, they have to like figure out who's going to be the guy to get him in the car, and like that's the one guy actually likes it. He's like, I get to see him jerk off for a little bit. Like, not. I kind of want to see his dick.
I can't get it hard. Keep trying.
Yeah,
Faster.
And
Faster.
that gong is still going, and all these things. Oh my god, the tension's nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Out of this world.
Not a fan. Like these are the scenes where I start to get like, well, this ain't my yeah, okay.
And then when it's all over and she curb stomps him, and you're like, oh, cool, okay. So
Yeah.
final scene, Dirk joins Reed and their reckless friend Todd in a disastrous attempt to scam drug dealer Rahad Jackson. Todd's killed, Rahad retaliates, and Dirk barely escapes with his life. Dirk returns to Jack, who welcomes him back into the fold. Life slowly stabilizes. Buck opens his stereo store. Roller Girl attends GED classes. Maurice opens a new nightclub, and Amber prepares new projects. The film ends with Dirk exiting his dressing room for his big comeback.
Nice.
What the fuck? I've heard you talk about this scene forever, Sean. And I was like, yeah, I'm sure it's probably pretty good. Whatever, man. Like, what can you say about this whole Alfred Molina scene and the tension and the fucking fireworks?
Yeah.
And their legitimate reactions. Didn't they say they like filmed this over like 3 full days? Of
I don't
like,
know, yeah.
Of like sitting in this room where they were really throwing fucking fireworks, and Molina had like noise canceling earphones
Okay.
with his hair over it, so that he was not reacting to it because he wasn't really hearing it. But they were
amazing.
legitimately fucking like, God damn it! You could tell that it feels like they've been in that room for 10 days and they've just been hearing fireworks. You guys have been there before, where you're hanging out somewhere and someone throws a firework behind you and you don't know it's coming,
Or just overstimulated by something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's just too much going on. Somebody is just doing some. You've got that like one guy who showed up to your buddy's party or something, and he's just an absolute fucking wild card,
Yes.
and you're just like on edge, like he's gonna fucking do something, and like and the firecracker thing is like, honestly, it's perfect. It's insanely perfect for what's happening in this scene.
it's like the final cherry in this scene to make it just be like, God damn it.
Yeah, and apparently it was just like inspired because Paul Thomas Anderson's dad was like a horror movie host,
Okay.
like a Svengali type.
Svengoolie.
And he had like a segment on one of his shows where he would just do this, or like there was a show where someone was just doing like throwing firecrackers on set for no reason, and he's like, he just put it in this movie, And you're right, it just adds to, and it's so fucking funny. Every time they're just like, yeah, and he's a, and
Yeah.
they're just being interrupted by firecrackers every single second, and Molina is just like not reacting at all.
Yeah, because he's not reacting because he's just so fucked up. And all he wants to do is like, they kind of even mention that like he likes to be, like he wants friends. It's
Yeah.
Like, so he's like, come on.
Come on, hang out.
I want to play my music and tell you fun stories.
Oh wait! This listen to this part. I love this part. This part.
I love Thomas Jane in the city.
Oh, God.
Oh my God, dude.
He gives him
stud in
he
this.
gives him the $5,000. He's like $5,000. He's like $5,000. $5,000. Just his look. I don't know. And before this, I kind of want to mention too that like the whole running up scene of like him trying to go get drugs and arriving several different times. A great reaction from John C. Reilly where he does it first and he's like, "Did you get the stuff?" Or Dirk's like, "Did you get the stuff?" And the second time he does the same line, but then the camera like slightly pans over to John C. Reilly. He's like, "Did you get the stuff?" He's like, "Todd."
He's like,
I don't know. There's something about that I fucking love. But yeah.
like, oh man, right on time. And then the next time he's like, "What the fuck are you? What took you so long?"
Todd.
Well, and then it's the adding in of the Todd. Like, you guys are already in a bad spot right now. You're down on your luck. The last thing you need is a Todd.
Todd.
And they do. And they let him in. And now he's become part of their group. And they're like trusting that this is their way. And then fucking Todd just decides to take it a little further.
Yeah. I mean, this whole thing being kind of inspired by the story of John Holmes. Thomas Jane, this looks like John Holmes.
Yeah.
Okay.
In real life, to me anyway. But yeah, he is the wildfire, and like this whole coked out nature to it as well, where he's like explaining the deal to Alfred Molina. Is like, and so like this, and like the firecracker goes off. He's like, he just starts to laugh for no reason, and then he's like $5,000. What do you guys think of? Because I've always wondered this myself. What do you think of Dirk's kind of like pause
That
here,
long,
where he
that
just
long-
kind of like looking crazily at nothing, and then
It was hard to interpret, and it was unique that he kept it in there because it's just like I don't feel like they were going like that. This was part of the plot or anything. That maybe they just got the shot and he was like, "This is fucking great." But it's almost like he hit a moment of clarity. It's almost like, you know how when you just kind of see through something and your brain's working overtime and you're understanding like, oh fuck, what the hell's going on here? It's like he knows he needs out of this.
Yeah.
Finally. I mean, they know they need out of this, but it's like he's like, no, I need out of all of
it's
this.
like a Kubrick stare.
Yeah.
Almost, where-
It almost is, and I feel like I kind of agree with that. It's like he's having this kind of like I don't know, it's like the post nut clarity that apparently he's just like locked in on this, and they're there. They don't actually know why they're there, but Todd knows why they're there because he's got his own thing that he's trying to accomplish here. And that idea of, I do like to think of it as they just had a shot on him. They had a camera on him and were probably intending to get other things going on.
Sure.
But then came across this like
They
in the
just said,
editing
"This
room
is-
or reviews
Put
of
that in there."
the dailies, and they're like, what the hell is that? It's like, oh, we need that.
how much of a crazy state he was just being put in, like
Yeah.
literally on set with firecrackers going off and trying to act through a scene.
Yeah.
Could be at all contributing factors.
It just seems like it honestly seemed like it was a moment where it wasn't intentionally supposed to be on him, so he's not trying to do too much, and it just came across this way after
Right.
probably everything they've been through.
It's like the stare you get when like you're super fucking tired, but you also have a thing to do. You know,
Yeah.
you're just like, okay,
And-
lock in.
And you kind of have to still sit there while somebody's talking to
Yeah.
you. You're just like, it's like what Mike looks like whenever I'm talking.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? He's just
when
like,
you're giving your rating at the end.
And I'm
he's
like-
just exhausted. He's like,
I'm like, why didn't you just fucking decide what your rating was ahead of time and just look at your ratings? I got to get out of here. Fireworks. Should have brought some. That would actually
That would have been fun. Can we do fireworks in here?
Is that cool, man?
He's gone.
That's cool, right?
He's
All right.
the
Disassociated.
no, sorry, it's the look Logan
sorry,
gives
Joe.
us.
Sorry,
We're
love,
still
I was
going.
miles away.
It's the look Logan gives us. He's like, how are these guys popular?
How are these? How are they? There it is. Yep.
I've
We're
seen
doing
it
a
before.
whole bit about Logan. He has no idea what we're doing.
Yep. He's got his noise canceling headphones in.
It's like, but literally, like it's speaking of the songs, it's Jesse's Girl and Motorin. Is that what the song's called?
Yeah.
It's Sister Christian.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But and that's the change of the we used to have been listening to this fun like happy disco music,
Yes.
and now we're in this new era of music too. You know,
it's I think the greatest cinema has to offer of diegetic music and movie.
There we
because he is listening to it literally. He's like, he's fucking Cosmo has a Rick Springfield shirt on, and he's like, love these guys. You know, it's my awesome mix. He's again, I don't know. There's so much about his character. I'm just like, this is one of the greatest one-off performances ever in any movie ever. This is one of the best scenes in any movie ever. It's just there's so much going on in this scene where it's a heist scene. It's a crazy, like, why is this person doing this kind of scene? It's performance wise, it's crazy. Thomas Jane, his underlying factor is like, there's a safe under the bed. And I want what's in it.
How does he know that?
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, I'm sure he's been there before,
Yep.
hanging out with these crazy people.
Maybe even fucking.
Perhaps.
You never know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's top 5 scenes of all time, in my opinion.
It also feels almost the entire time that we have like Thomas Jane in this movie, and he's like a bit more of a focal point. It almost seems like they're trying to avoid long shots on his face.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and because the whole time I'm thinking, is that Thomas Jane?
It's Thomas Jane.
I was like, that's the Punisher, man. Like, what the heck's going on? And like the small bit role that he had in like Scott Pilgrim. He nails these fucking types of performances, man. He's so damn good, and he is that wild card. It's a great, like, almost red herring to think that Alfred Molina is going to be the guy who sets this thing off.
Yeah.
But it turns out to be Todd.
Fucking Todd.
Sure.
And you just, like you said, nobody wants a fucking Todd around like this, man.
Because Alfred Molina is like, he does the Russian roulette things. You don't think I can do it? You don't think I can do it? Yeah, I'm going to do it. He's just a fucking wild card, but not as much as a wild card as Thomas Jane, apparently.
To go off and do that, yeah.
It's not that I'm not rooting for these guys. Like, I feel fairly indifferent to it, but there is slightly something that bugs me about the happy ending of this movie. Because we've gone down this hill, and these guys can't get out of this. The way Roller Girl is at that point, the way these guys are at this point, it feels a little forced maybe that everything works out to me. I'm not saying I don't like it, but I didn't expect everything to work out.
I would say it doesn't really ever really work out, in my opinion.
You don't think so?
I mean, like, Dirk is back to doing porn, and Jack is still doing digital cinema.
It's like we're forcing happiness to be like, yeah, well, everything's better.
I think what I like about it is that it takes this whole journey of like this darkness, and it's away from your family, you know, away from your family that you established yourself with Jack and all of his cohorts. And whether that darkness may pervade inside that family as well, it's still the family that you chose and still the one that you hang out with the most. And how the movie ends is him going back to him, and it's just like, yeah, maybe it's more of the same. Maybe it's not where you should be, but it's still your family.
Actually, you're right, because even though they're like, Luis Guzman's got his new club, but the sign's spelled wrong, and Buck's got his new store, but like Buck doesn't know anything about stereos.
Yeah.
So this is stolen money, and I don't think it's going to work out.
Yeah.
So maybe you're right. Maybe it's like this, yeah, well, everything's good, but
It is. It's like a false. It's like
Roller Girl didn't pass her GED. We just saw her taking the test. Like, we don't think she passed it, do we?
I don't know.
That's the thing. Like, it's like people are just kind of back onto a track for the most part of like maybe what they were trying to do. It's like this was everything that we saw was almost like a break in time for them.
Right.
And now they're all getting back to the real life, right? Except for the few in like Dirk Diggler and Jack and Amber, I think. And they're maybe because it's the idea, I think it's kind of a nice setup of everyone's back where they belong. You know, or back on the path.
Like they can't go anywhere else.
The path of what they should be doing. You know, not this after these like this stint in porn or whatever. Right. But then you see the ones who remain there in this kind of notion of like, this is where they belong.
Yeah.
It's where it's where their gifts have taken them.
It really reminds me of the sort of pseudo ending to Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and it's fun to do parallel comparisons
Right.
with Tarantino and Paul Thomas Anderson because they are buddies. I think that this is his Once Upon a Time in Hollywood or vice versa. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is Tarantino's Boogie Nights.
Okay.
Where in the fact that when he comes back from Italy, he's just done all these Italian movies. He didn't really want to do them. Could be a dark time in his life, and the friendship of him and Cliff is ending at this point.
Yeah.
But it wasn't all negative.
Right.
We're all still alive, most of us, especially in this movie. I mean, William H. Macy's gone, but
A shot of him on the wall.
Yeah.
It's
Painting
great
him.
that they could still show him there.
Yes.
He's still there.
It reminds me of that. It's it's really not that satisfying, but it is for these characters.
Okay.
I think.
At least for this moment right now in time. It's may go 3 months ahead. It might not be.
This is as satisfied as we're gonna get, but we're all still here together.
We're gonna try.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to remember they have to basically restart. So it's not like John C. Reilly or whatever Reed. He's got to start somewhere if he's going to be doing magic. He's not going to be going to Las Vegas.
Might as well do it with tits.
And then he knows what he knows.
She has to go back to get the GED, So it's like a restart, and nobody starts at the top.
Sure.
So, yeah.
I do have one other issue. I kind of wish they didn't show his cock at the end, because there was something just so amazing about how we imagined it. That we're watching other people react to it.
Tell me what you imagine, Mike.
Well, I imagine it looking like that, but they treat Dirk Diggler's dick like it's the Pulp Fiction briefcase.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
But then it'd be like in Pulp Fiction, eventually us finding out what's in there. It's like, I just kind of like imagining. I like seeing other people react to it. Mm-hmm. So that was maybe I get it. It's probably one of the most iconic things, right? That we see this at the end. Not really his, by the way. It was prosthetic.
Was it?
I think my only
really
issue
his.
with it, honestly, is they should have had Rob Bottin or Tom Savini make the cock, because I do think it does look like a prosthetic.
It really does.
I really wish it looked.
People
like a
say
cock.
it's beautiful. I'm like, that's not beautiful.
It's very pale.
I don't like, and cocks are not beautiful, and that's not beautiful. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe that's the thing. Is it's full frontal male nudity isn't that glamorous.
No, girls don't even like that.
No.
They're like, just God, whatever. Can we just get to it?
Just put it in.
Everybody can appreciate a beautiful set of tits, but like a dong, you're like,
Even women.
duh.
Yeah.
Everyone, babies are like tits.
They
yes.
love that shit.
they're all about it.
But we all see a dong and we're like,
Okay. But come on, put that away.
why?
What are you doing here?
You had the buddy in high school that always be like, ah! Like,
Well, yeah.
Well,
was that you?
no,
Absolutely not.
no.
I do a podcast.
Yo, I don't do that.
No, the whole ending of this, it's his monologue. I mean, to be honest,
I'm a star. I'm a star. I'm a star.
Yeah.
Big, bright, shining star.
That's what took me so long to come into before we did this episode. I was just reciting his entire monologue in the mirror in the bathroom, and then pulled it out, and then I was like, "Oh wait, no, I'm not that
But
guy."
you pulled your SM7B out.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, exactly. And no
one parodied that.
no one parodied that. No, I don't know. I don't get it. I'm indifferent to it, I suppose.
I like the exclamation point, literally, of the movie, where we had this build up of everyone seeing his cock and literally saying wow, this is a giant cock. Even under the circumstances of them being on camera, but even with Heather Graham, when she first sees it, she's like, whoa.
So how far she has to dip down to in the very first time, at the club. Yeah,
it's very exaggerated, and I do think it's just I don't know. It is.
We needed something.
That's honestly the perfect way, Sean, is the exclamation
dollar sign with a.
It's fucking what's his name in Breakfast Club going.
I don't know how you end this movie after what we've been through,
especially
other than this.
Dun dun boom dun dun dun.
I'm fine with it.
ELO,
I just
buddy.
wanted it in my brain.
Yeah,
I didn't want to see it.
I totally understand.
Yeah.
It's just
now it's burned into your brain
it's
as
one
opposed
of my,
to just being a thing.
One of my
Boned into my
favorite
brain.
cuts to written and directed by is that beat, dun 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 dun,
Yeah.
with yellow. It's so special to me. I love it.
Well, we have dissected it with a modern eye. Time to give it a modern day rating. Sean, lead us up to your 10. Let's hear it, man.
This is an absolute fucking masterpiece. This movie is so goddamn watchable. It does not feel like 2:45, 2.5, whatever it is. It's so watchable, and like you said, AJ, you could watch it with anybody. You could watch it like having a party. You watch this movie. You could watch it alone and have a good time with it. I watched it with my wife. I think it was the first time she had seen it, and when we first got together, I showed her the Alfred Molina scene because I was just like, cinema. Hear me talk about the scene while you watch it and be attracted to me somehow.
I bet this will turn women on.
Yeah. Well, she finally watched the movie and she enjoyed it, I think. And
I think
we'll see.
Well, and that's the sign of a good woman.
She's got a letterbox. Yeah. I truly think this is like one of the best performed movies ever of an ensemble cast. And I think the leading person here is Burt Reynolds, and everybody around him is just like standout. Everyone, like I think one of us said it, one of you guys, when everyone comes on screen, they take over the movie, and that's so fucking impressive to me. Everyone, I feel like I know all these characters. I feel like I'm in love with all these characters and want to see them succeed so bad. Paul Thomas Anderson, man, he's one of my favorite filmmakers of all time. I think this is one of his definitely top 3 of the movies that he's made, in my opinion. Yeah, and instead of a 10, I do kind of want to just do a 9.9 for no fucking reason.
Gotcha. 9.9 for Shawners. AJ, what about you, buddy?
A little bit of a toughie here. Like I say, I think I'm a bigger Paul Thomas Anderson fan than I might realize.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Because I just love the way that he makes a movie. There's something like it's very definitive, but it's hard to explain. And I really just enjoy the way that he puts a movie together. The way that he brings a cast together, the way that he can shoot an ensemble cast like this, where they layer on top of each other, they do steal scenes. But like I say, when you have so many of them on screen all at once, it's not over the top. It's not overbearing. Somehow he can get away with this. And yeah, I mean, like, it's somehow an extremely funny movie with some very, very dark, around just a very dark content, subject matter. So I don't know who else can kind of pull that off. I don't know that. I think it's lightning in a bottle for the majority of the casting. And I think that I would agree. I think it's got to be like one of his best movies. And he did it at 26, 27.
Shit, crazy.
Wild.
I mean, that's just insane, man. So, yeah, somebody, to your point though, Sean, I need to say, somebody in Letterboxd did say, oh, shit, fuck. I thought this was a movie about disco, and it's not. It's about porn, and I watched it with my parents. fuck. Unfortunate, right?
Yep.
So anyways, no, I do think it's a really good movie. It's tough for me to put this into a place, but as far as it goes, I am going to give this an 8.74. Yes, 8.74. It's not as good as Fight Club.
The Kubrick stare on his face.
Yeah, I know.
If you watch on YouTube, you get the whole pause. If
Yeah.
you listen on the podcast, it sounds like AJ's like 8.74. That's what I'm going with. It's just like, yeah.
It's really good. I got to be honest, guys. Sometimes I just do it on purpose.
Absolutely.
I know you have to. At this point, you have to. I absolutely love this movie. I don't know how you make a movie at 26 about the porn industry and the disco era that is so just sad and funny, and like I don't know if I felt that much tension in a movie in a long time. It's like, it's really awesome. Everybody's incredible in it. there's never a moment where you're like, man, I wish that character would come back. It's because whoever's in the screen is like, I like them too. This is so fun. So it was a fun watch. I watched it a few times. PTA is definitely, after seeing this and then one battle after another, I'm like, geez, okay, bro, settle down, man. You're too good. I'm going to give it an 8.7, which is very high on my list. Mike G says, well, that was an experience. If I had to compare this to anything else I've seen, I think it'd have to be Jaws. It's the follow-up movie for a relatively new director whose first film was critically well-received but wasn't a commercial hit. A movie where the director's trying out new filming techniques, a movie where the music plays a huge role in setting the tone, and a movie with a cool underwater shot, I guess. He's talking about that.
Right on, man.
Nice, dude.
After watching it for the first time, I took a few minutes to reflect and think about what I just watched and then quickly restarted it to watch again. I can see why so many people tout this as one of the best movies ever made, why so many claim it as their favorite movie of all time. I even went and listened to the Rewatchables 3.5-hour podcast they did on it.
Same.
And a quote from Sean Fennessy really stuck with me. He said, "It's the funniest, scariest, saddest movie of the last 25 years. Never have those three things been stitched together as perfectly as they are here."
Sorry,
Yeah.
to interject real quick. Michael G, can you tell me if you're annoyed by Bill Simmons at all? Anyway, continue.
Oh, damn. Okay. I can't put it into better words than that. This movie explores hitting the highest of highs as well as an absolute rock bottom with some truly goofy moments tossed in throughout, and we're following these characters as they navigate their way through it. Starting off, I had no idea that Julianne Moore was in this. Honestly, I'm kind of glad I waited this long to see it, because if 20-something Mike knew that there was a movie out there with a naked Julianne Moore, I probably would have bought that movie in every single format possible. Burt Reynolds commands attention whenever he's on screen. John C. Reilly is the sidekick best friend we'd all love to have. And Don Cheadle does a great job, maybe the only true sympathetic, blameless character in the whole movie, maybe. Heather Graham's Roller Girl is amazingly tragic. The first time she hooks up with Eddie becomes more depressing each time you watch it, realizing she's only 17 and already so used to this line of work that she can tell him exactly how to act during sex, like she's become indifferent to it at that point. Pish is hilarious and sad as Scotty, and William H. Macy will always be good at playing the sad sack. Thomas Jane and Luis Guzman round out the main cast with small but memorable roles. And besides Mark Wahlberg, the person I probably recognized the most was Joanna Gleason as Eddie's mom. Mm-hmm. She was the original baker's wife in Into the Woods, and it's a wild turnaround to see her playing a character who goes through this incredible journey just for the opportunity to have a child, to then playing one of the most unhinged mothers on film. And like when we did That Thing You Do, I was able to pick out Robert Wrigley just from his voice alone, and now I'm picturing the Colonel telling Jack through a prison phone with an exaggerated list that no noose is a good noose. And he has a small part, but Ricky Jay as Kurt is fun casting. If you've never seen his magic stuff before that, it's worth looking up on YouTube.
Yeah.
But Mark Wahlberg is the undeniable star here, and I can't tell if he's such a good actor that he's able to portray Dirk's bad acting so convincingly, or if that's just him actually being a bad actor. In either case, for this to be his first leading role and for him to act so well is a testament to his chops. Visually, it's stunning. A 3-minute crane shot transition to Steadicam Wonder to open the movie. That's ballsy. The soundtrack is unmatched, managing to make disco cool again. The pool scene with Spill the Wine playing is an incredible sequence, and the script is nearly perfect. It's an incredible movie showing the long-term changes that these people go through while trying to survive in a ruthless, cutthroat, and demoralizing industry, while still trying to maintain a weird kind of family dynamic between them all. I can't think of any other movie that has balanced all these things as good as this did. Punchable Face is Cosmo, the firecracker guy, for making my blood pressure go up during that scene. Lovable Face is maybe Alfred Molina as Rashad. His dialogue and line delivery is perfect. Prop would probably be the Dirk Diggler Neon Light. And I think the title is already a potential porn parody name. My modern day rating, 8.9.
Wow.
Fellas,
Well
that
done.
takes us to a 9.06. If you go on all the movies we've done, that is going to tie in the 11th spot with Silence of the Lambs. Not quite as good as Back to the Future and T2, but slightly better than Heat Snatch, and Fight Club.
It's funny.
Wow.
It's funny. It's with Silence of the Lambs because on the commentary of Paul Thomas Anderson, he's like, he's a big fan of Jonathan Demme. He's like, no one does a close up like Jonathan Demme, and that's how extreme close ups should look. So like the records, the record needle coming down on the record, and like the internals of the camera. He's like, that's how I focused my extreme close ups on. Anyway, Mike G, thank you so much,
Yes, buddy.
for all your reviews. That was beautiful. Great way to cap it off. Hope to see you around, man.
We'll see him in the old Little Lebowski Urban Achievers. We hope you
it.
enjoyed the episode. Thanks for being here. It's December, so we are moving on to a movie that's very December, Inglourious Bastards, followed by The Santa Claus 2.
Nice. Let's go, baby. Oh, Mike G, next time we do a live show, pick's on me, babe.
Yeah,
All right.
baby. And if you're new to the episode, go back. This time last year, Blade was a very fun time.
Perfect.
It's a
man.
perfect
Great
way
time.
for you to just kill some time, listen to that old episode.
Oh yeah,
Spilling their food all over that entire dance club.
crazy.
And thanks to Logan on the controls here at Upload Media Group in Cedar Rapids. Learn more about our friends at uploadmediagroup.com. And check out our network, Cloud 10. Learn more at cloud10.fm. That's it for us. Goodbye.
Get on now.
Leave that sigh in there.